Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Babes Who Manifest podcast. I am your host, 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗜𝗔, aka the Gratitude Chick. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media platforms at the Gratitude Chick. On Twitter, Gratitude_Chick, and on TikTok, Babes Who Manifest. Also, starting in November, I am setting up one-to-one coaching to help you plan out your future reality using both the law of assumption and the power of your subconscious mind. Both of these plans together starts at $50. Send me an email at thegratitudechick20@gmail.com. Let's start today. Hello, everyone. So today's episode is going to tentatively be called Persist, Not Resist. And the reason why I wanted to come on and talk about persistence versus resistance, because I think that so many people are used to resisting that they would rather resist than persist, if that makes sense. So let's get kind of technical and get the dictionary meaning of some of these words. So resist means to withstand the action or effect of a thing. A resistant substance applied. Oh no, we don't want that one. Not that definition. What is the word resist? To exert force in opposition. To exert oneself so as to counteract or defeat the resisted temptation. To withstand the force or effect of material that resists heat. So not the second one, but the first one. So in and of itself, when you look at the definition of resist, to exert force in opposition, to exert oneself so as to counteract or defeat the resisted temptation. It sounds pretty good, right? It sounds pretty good. So we're going to go to persist. Persist, the dictionary of persist says continue firmly or obstinately in an opinion or a course of action in spite of difficulty, opposition, or failure. So, why would we persist in our assumption instead of resisting the negative assumption? So in my own opinion, what we focus on expands, right? So if I am resisting my negative opinion, I am still focusing on that negative opinion, right? Because I am focusing all of my attention on resisting the negativity. I am resisting being lazy. I am resisting being fat. I am resisting being broke. I am resisting these things. But in reality, you're focusing so much on the resisting of these things that you are sending out a message to the universe saying, help me to keep these things here so I can keep resisting them. That's what you're doing. However, when we decide to persist in our new assumption, in our new belief, we are continuing firmly or obstinately in an opinion or course of action in spite of what we see. In spite of difficulty, in spite of what our eyes see, we are persisting. We're digging deep and believing what it is that we want. So if my new assumption is, let's say this, my old assumption is it is hard to make money. That is what I believed all my life. Or I had to work hard for my money. Either one of those. That is what I believed all my life. But my new assumption is money comes to me quickly and easily. Which one is it better to do? Is it better to resist the fact that it is hard to make money, or I have to work hard for my money? Or is it better to persist in my assumption that money comes to me quickly and easily? So, in my opinion, stop resisting the negativity. Stop resisting temptation. Stop resisting that piece of cake. Stop resisting that man that you shouldn't be talking to, or that woman that you shouldn't be talking to. Stop resisting these negatives in your life. Instead, create new assumptions. Our new assumptions, or our assumptions, are our beliefs, right? So when you create a new assumption, you're creating a new belief system. So when you persist in this new assumption, it will turn into your belief. So your former belief of money is, hard to make, or I have to work hard for my money, and your new assumption is money comes to me quickly and easily. The more you persist in your new assumption, the more that old negative one will fall away, and your new belief will be money comes quickly and easily. And let's get to the why this will become your new belief. Because the more you impress upon your conscious mind this belief, this new assumption, the more your conscious mind will say, this is her new belief, or this is his belief. And your conscious mind will then send the command to your subconscious mind saying, hey, she believes, or he believes, or they believe that money comes to them quickly and easily. And as a result, your subconscious mind goes to work to give you in your reality the fact that money comes to you quickly and easily. Or let's take it to a specific person. For me, I have always, I don't want to say that. I will say in the past, I have said that, I used to actually have this behind my name, if you could believe that, on Facebook. It was my name and then to through with men. That is what it used to be. 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗜𝗔𝗟, Christina, whatever, to through with men. And that was my tagline for, not even a tagline, it was literally part of my name back when Facebook allowed you to, have quirky names or whatever. It was then, that was part of my name. And I don't even know if I had a last name. That may have been my last name. So it may have been my 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗜𝗔𝗟, my last name, to through with men. And that became my reality, guys, because that was my assumption that I built. It wasn't an assumption that I had all my life. It was an assumption that I built because of a circumstance that I'm not even going to get into, child, because that was so long ago. It's not even worth mentioning in my new reality, okay? But I had gone through a crazy situation and I was just done. And I made it my assumption, and it became my belief that I became to through with men. And to this day, that was 11 years ago. And to this day, that has been up to my reality. I have not had a relationship in 11 years because in that reality, I was to through with men. Now, while I took that away from my, Facebook moniker or whatever, it still remained because I never changed that assumption. Never changed it. I just literally put it in the back of my mind. I don't think about it. It's not, I see a lot of people wanting to manifest their specific person. It's just not something in the forefront of my mind. Like, it's starting to, come out because I'm 45. Once I made the decision not to have children, I literally fell back on anything that had to do with men, just simply because before, when I might have wanted kids, I didn't want to be a single mother, so I wanted to get married. But once I decided not to have children, men just went to the back burner. So now, the closer I get to 50, what they call the golden years, Jesus, the more being with a man is starting to come back. So eventually, all that I'm learning now, I will dedicate to finding my specific person, and that I'll probably do a series on, maybe next year. I'm not ready to do that right now, even the thought of it. That's one of the areas where I'm still working on. That area alone is literally in a room by itself, locked with cobwebs, because I'm not ready to open that door yet. But that was my reality, and because my assumption is what I believed. So now, whatever your assumption has been in the past, look at your life, really look at it. And I'm sure you'll be able to go back in your mind to some beliefs that you've held that have been erroneous, that brought you to a point in your life where you're like, I need to change this. I have been able to pinpoint several of mine. Go back and see where it started, and then decide to change your assumption and stop resisting things and start persisting. Get you some affirmations going and persist in those affirmations no matter what. No matter what your reality shows you, persist. The more you persist, as the days go on, things will change. Why? Because your conscious mind will start sending commands to your subconscious mind to fulfill whatever it is you deem to be true. Because what you believe is true for you in your own reality. I hope that you guys have understood my ramblings today. Thank you so much again for listening to me ramble about a subject that I love. I appreciate you guys so much for taking your time to listen to me. Don't forget to add the very awesome practice of gratitude to your daily life. I promise you, your life will change once you add the daily practice of gratitude. And by the way, I'm going to start doing these kinds of topics on Mondays, I believe. I'm trying to get a schedule down. So I believe this is going to be kind of, maybe I'll call it Manifesting Mondays. I don't know. But these kind of topics I'll have on Mondays. So thank you again for listening. You guys have a blessed day. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Babes Who Manifest podcast. I am your host, 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗜𝗔, aka The Gratitude Chick. Don't forget to follow us on our new YouTube page at The Gratitude Chick. Make sure to click in our description box for a good deal on starting your own dropshipping business with Shopify.